Hello friends, in this video we will discuss the different types of one compartment open model. मीन्स वन कंपार्टमेंट ओपन मॉडल में किस तरह के अलग अलग टाइप्स कंपार्टमेंट मॉडलिंग हमें सीखने को मिलेगी. सो in this the body is considered as a single kinetically homogeneous unit that has no barriers to the movement of drugs. So in one compartment open model, body is considered as a single unit without any restrictions or without any barriers. It exit easily as the absorption it will excrete it easily. So the drug moves dynamically in as a absorption and out as a elimination of this compartment. So in this, elimination is the first order rate process with the first order rate constant. So in this one compartment open model, the elimination factor is very important. So it is considered as a first order or which follows the first order rate process, and it is considered as first order rate constant. So here we can easily see the rate input, that is absorption, is always greater compared to the rate of output, that is elimination. So in this term, the open here, the open model, the open indicates that the process is unidirectional. Means here we can see as the drug starts the absorption phase, it will not be reversed to the other compartment. So as the absorption, it will goes continue into the excretion or the elimination, whether it may be a metabolism or whether it may be a excretion. So this flow chart indicates how the mechanism is occurring in one compartment open model. So this is a one compartment open model. Input and output is there. So let us discuss with the different types of one compartment open model. So first we will discuss one compartment open model intravenous boluses administration. So what do you mean by boluses? So boluses administration, the word boluses is nothing but it means administration of a drug or a single dose in a large quantity at a single dose or once in a bulk form. So when a drug that distributes rapidly in the body is given in the form of rapid intravenous injection, that is IV boluses. So it takes around 2 to 3 minutes for its complete circulations into the whole body. Therefore the rate of absorption is negligible. What happens? The drug is directly enters into the systemic circulation by intravenous injections. So there is no absorption phase because drug is directly entering bloodstream. So here they have given the blood or a body tissue containing a drug, and next process is that rate of elimination. Okay, K. The general expression for this rate of drug presentation is, that is dx by dt is equal to rate in, that is availability, and rate out, elimination. So this is the general equation for the one compartment open model. But here we are considering or we are discussing about the intravenous boluses administration. So what happens here, as there is no presence of, that is absorption phase, so that's the equation becomes dx by dt, that is amount of drugs into the body, is equal to minus rate out, that is only a elimination process or elimination mechanism is involved here because the drug is directly enter into the systemic circulation. If the rate out or the elimination follows the first order kinetic, then the equation becomes dx by dt is equal to minus ke into x, where ke is the first order elimination rate constant and x is the amount of drug which is present into the body at any time, that is t, remaining which is to be eliminated. So this negative sign indicates that the drug is being lost from the body because the elimination process, that decrease in the drug concentration. Next, here the estimation of pharmacokinetic parameter. as we discussed earlier that there is no absorption phase in case of intravenous IV bolus. For the drug that follows this one compartment kinetic and administered by IV injection, the decrease in the concentration of plasma drug only is due to the elimination of the drug and not the distribution, because the decrease in the concentration is due to the elimination. So elimination phase can be characterized by three parameters, that is elimination rate constant, elimination half-life period and drug clearance. First we will discuss about the elimination rate constants. So the integration of that equation 9.3, that is dx by dt is equal to minus ke into t. So this ke into x. So integrating that equation 9.3, which is log x is equal to log x naught minus ke into t. So this is equation number 9.4, where x0 is the amount of drug at time t, that is 0 time, which is considered as a initial amount of drug or initial time. So this equation 9.4 can also be written in its exponential form. X is equal to x naught into e to the power minus ke into t. So this is equation number 9.5. So this transferring the equation 9.4 into its common logarithmic form or log to the base 10, then we will get log x is equal to log x naught minus ke into t upon 2.303, the value of that is elimination, that is equation 9.6. Since it is difficult to determine directly the actual amount of drug which is present into the body, that is x, means we cannot get the what amount of drug which is present into the body. So that's why there is another approach towards the amount of drug present into the body, that is there is a constant relationship between the plasma drug concentration, that is C, and x amount of drug. So x is equal to VDC, that is Vd is nothing but it is the proportionality constant, that is apparent volume subsystem is. So what amount of drug is distributed into the different biological fluids present into the body or into the organ, and a concentration, that is C. So equation 9.6 becomes log C is equal to log C naught minus ke into t upon 2.303, that is equation number 9.8, where C0 is equal to plasma drug concentration immediately after the IV injection. As soon as we injected a drug into the body, the initial concentration is the C0. From the equation this 9.8, we can conclude that a straight line indicates that a semi-logarithmic plot of log C versus t will be linear, which intercept with the y to the log C0. Here, by taking a graph, that is concentration versus this time, concentration versus time, that is log C. Okay, so if you plot the elimination rate constant graph, then we can get this log C and this time t, which intercept with the y axis, that is log C0. So it will give the exact amount of concentration, that is C1 and C2 at time interval T1 and T2. Here the slope is equal to minus ke upon 2.303. So instead of using this regular Cartesian graph, because here it is a non-linear type, so actually if you want a linear or mathematically expression is well expressed by this linear graph. So instead of taking this graph, we will take this one, that is B graph. Next, thus the C0, ke and t half can be radially obtained from log C versus t graph, that is second type of graph. The elimination or the removal of drug is the sum of all the excretion or the elimination factor, that is urinary excretion, metabolism, biliary excretion and pulmonary excretion. So this Ke, that is elimination rate constant, is a additive property. So it is a sum property, SUM, sum property, and it is the sum of all the elimination factor, that is Ke is equal to Ke, that is urinary excretion or elimination. Next, elimination by the metabolism and elimination by the biliary excretion, and so on. That is equation 9.9. So the fraction of drug eliminated by a particular route can be evaluated. Means how much fraction of drug is eliminated by a particular route can be evaluated, can be determined by a number of rate constant involved in it. If we know, अगर हमें मालूम है कि ड्रग कहाँ से इलिमिनेट हो रहा है, at which fraction or amount, if we know the route can be evaluated by a number of rate constant. अगर हम कि उसमें के number of rate constant मालूम है तो suppose if a drug is eliminated by urinary excretion and metabolism, means a drug is eliminated by or decrease in the concentration of drug by urinary excretion and metabolism, then the fraction of drug excreted in unchanged urine, that is Fe, and fraction of drug metabolized, that is Fm. So it can be written as Fe is equal to Ke upon this Ke. So this is the excretion or elimination by urinary excretion, and it is a additive property, and this is a fraction of drug excreted. So fraction of drug metabolized is given by Km, that is metabolism rate constant, and Ke overall elimination rate constant. So next is elimination of half-life period or half-life period of elimination rate constant. So it is nothing but it is the decrease in the amount of drug in the body as well as in the plasma to a 50% to its initial value. So T half, that is half-life period of elimination rate constant, is given is equal to 0.693 by Ke. So this 0.693 value is comes from, if you see the log n of 2. So the value of log n of 2 is 0.693. So this 2 is nothing but it is a half-life period, that is T1 and T2. So elimination half-life can be readily obtained from the graph of log C versus T. So in next video we will discuss about the different estimation of different pharmacokinetic parameters. Thank you.